Well, simply put, the president does not have the powers to suspend the governor. Therefore, the president cannot just wake up after eating amala and fire them.
Is that what he ate?
I suspect much.
I like amala.
Yes,
I think it's very tasty.
Indeed it is. But he just cannot do this.
Now, as you know, President Bola Tinubu has imposed a state of emergency in Rivers State. He's suspended the Governor Sim Fubara, his deputy, and the State Assembly. The President's declaration of a state of emergency has to be approved by the National Assembly, but the Senate has adjourned today without resolving the matter. Meanwhile, lawyers and the main opposition parties are challenging the President's decision.
Well, simply put, the president does not have the powers to suspend the governor. It's akin to saying somebody making a press conference and suspending the president. The president is elected. He's an elected official, an elected member of government. The president represents the generality of Nigerians. The governor of Rivers State, the members of House of Assembly of Rivers State, they represent the generality of the Rivers people. So they are not appointees of the president. They are not aides of the president. The principle of he who hires fires cannot apply in the instance case. Therefore, the president cannot just wake up after eating amala and fire them.
Is that what he ate?
I suspect much.
I like amala.
Yes,
I think it's very tasty.
Indeed it is. But he just cannot do this. It will be it's seriously a mockery, because it's like President Trump just waking up and sacking the governor of California.
Yeah, that's a good point. However, we're not in America, we're in Nigeria, as I'm sure you well know.
Yes, our system of government, our constitution, they are alike on issue of the powers of the president.
But that imposition of a state of emergency has now gone to the National Assembly. It's been gazetted, which means that potentially it will become law. If the National Assembly were to muster the 2/3 majority in favor of the president, that would essentially be it, wouldn't it?
But this is to tell you that this president does not believe in rule of law. He does anything he likes. The constitution is very clear. Before you do this, you must take certain steps. The steps were not taken.
Yeah, but that's why there are checks and balances.
Now the president,
and a check would be the National Assembly.
Now the president has done it. Has even sworn in a new governor for Rivers State.
Well, he's sworn in an administrator.
Yeah, he's a governor. So he has sworn in a new governor.
I like that.
He has sworn in a new governor for Rivers State. He has not gotten the 2/3 majority, but he has done it anyway. So what he's saying is, I don't need the National Assembly for anything. I don't even need the electorate. The people of Rivers State who voted Sim Fubara, who also voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's saying he doesn't need them.
Well, he didn't say.
No, that's what he's saying by his actions.
The
implication of his action. But that is that I don't need these people.
But
I can so much on my own do whatever I like.
But he did say, though, that he had sent it to the National Assembly for the Assembly's assent.
So why didn't he wait for the National Assembly to assent?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because he doesn't. This man bought a presidential jet without approval. What Governor Sim Fubara needs to do is, both Governor Sim Fubara and the Rivers State government should approach the Supreme Court.
Right.
For
so
interpretation.
I was going to ask you, because let me just clarify some points. To be fair, our reporter went to Government House, and that there were no soldiers surrounding Government House, but I wanted
there are news reports to this effect.
Yeah, there were reports.
There are news reports
but
to this
those
effect.
Reports were not
news
verified.
Reports to this effect.
I don't know if they've gone there today.
The soldiers surrounded the Government House. And so the governor should go to approach the Supreme Court to ask the Supreme Court whether the president has the power to remove him.
That's what I was going to ask.
Whether the president has the power to remove him via a press conference.
That's what I was going to ask you, because you are among, the Nigerian Bar Association, opposition parties have all challenged this decision to impose a state of emergency. I was going to ask you, can you still go to court after the National Assembly has made a decision?
You see, you cannot cry more than the bereaved. The bereaved in the instant case is Governor Sim Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. He should go to court.
Right.
He should go and challenge the unconstitutional act of the president. The president does not have the power. We all know. Even the president knows that he does not have the power to remove the governor via the press conference. Because it's like synonymous to say, and this was the same man who was condemning, you remember, he was condemning the anti-democratic issues in Mali. and the neighboring states. After all, state of emergency was declared under the Goodluck Jonathan, but the governor was not suspended or removed from office. So
well, it was a different situation, there, wasn't it?
In fact, this situation is not even up to that one.
Right.
And the provision for removing the governor is there in the Constitution, Section 188 of the Constitution. If you want to remove the governor, impeach him, or the governor can be removed via the proceedings in court, either pre-election or post-election issues.
Okay.
But none of those issues or instances have arisen on Rivers, and the president has removed him. And not only has the president removed him, the president now we are hearing that after the removal, they have ordered that Rivers resources and funds should be released to the new governor, or should I say administrator. Come on, we know what is going on here.
So what's your final word on this, beyond sort of, I mean, the fact that, because as I said, there are things that are in the pipeline that nobody can stop. I mean, it's gone to the National Assembly. If it is ratified by the National Assembly, it becomes essentially law. And then what happens after that? Potentially, the aggrieved party, if there is one, can challenge it in the Supreme Court, but purely for a constitutional interpretation.
You see, the president must know that there's nothing that Wike is doing to him or telling him today that will be remembered for posterity's sake. The person that will be remembered for all these unconstitutional acts is the president. The president must stop continually listening to people that are giving him bad advice. He has been doing, and this is a Nadeko man who fled the country under Abacha. Nadeko man. He fled the country under Abacha.
And Nadeko, just for our international audience, are a group of people who fought to restore democracy in Nigeria.
And when he was running away, he ran away because of the tyranny of Abacha. Today, look at the thing that he's doing. See, another very fascinating thing is that this man has been consistently saying things like this. You cannot declare state of emergency. You cannot remove a governor. He condemned Obasanjo.
Yeah, he did say it in the past.
He even condemned Goodluck Jonathan that declared state of emergency, but he didn't remove the governor. Now he has come on board. Not only has he declared a state of emergency, he has also removed the governor. He has suspended the governor from office. The president cannot suspend the governor. That's what we are saying. Section 305 of the Constitution, that talks about issues of state of emergency. Yes, we consider the president has constitutional powers to declare state of emergency, but there are condition precedents in that section.
So for those of you asking, what is happening in Rivers State? It is no longer news that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Mr. President of Nigeria, have suspended Sim Fubara, the elected governor of Rivers State. And according to the video you just watched now, you've heard it that he, which is the Mr. President, does not have the power. He does not have the power to suspend the elected governor, that he was elected just the way the governors were elected. And for you to impeach or remove him or even suspend him, there are legal processes that need to take place. It is clearly shown that Mr. President did not follow the process gradually. And then my question is, why is it that Tinubu, Mr. President, is not following the due processes that he's supposed to follow? That is my question. Why is he not trying to do things the right way? I don't want this thing to be the same way that Babangida did in June 1993 after annulling the election just to favor some people, and he's coming back after many years to ask for forgiveness. I wouldn't want that to happen for Tinubu's own. So, Mr. President, my humble advice here is that you ensure you follow the processes. You ensure you follow the Constitution. Because I know when you were a governor, we heard some of the things you said about those who are in power. But now you are in power and you are still doing the same thing. Think about it. This is to our president, and not just to our president, to everyone who finds himself in leadership position. Most of you, before you get to power, you attack the leaders, you criticize them, but once you get there, in fact, you even do worse than them. As a leader, I've said this thing before in my previous video, as a leader, it does not show that you are the most powerful person there. You are just elected to oversee, like to conclude, to take conclusion. You don't just do things because you are the leader. You just do whatever you like without involving the people, without listening to the people, without waiting for approval. No, it is not done that way. So my final advice is, don't follow Babangida's step. Don't do something that after doing it today, in future you start regretting and asking Nigerians to forgive you, because we are not ready to forgive again. You still have time to do the right thing. And as for Governor of Rivers State who was suspended, you've heard it that you can go to court to challenge the unconstitutional suspension that was given to you. In fact, even if you are even going to court, the people you are still going to meet in that court, well, let's still believe that our judiciary system is going to be fair this time. According to our lawyers, have actually come out to clear the air that the decision of Mr. President is unconstitutional, which is, it is not legal for him to just wake up and say you are suspended in a live conference, and you just come out and declare one governor of a state that he's suspended. That is not done that way. There are legal processes that need to take place. So our leaders, please, people should follow our constitution. If the constitution is no more, if it's no more aligning with the current situation, you amend it, rewrite it, add what you need to add, and stop acting out of it. I hope that Fubara will get justice at the end of this. So let me know your opinion in the comment section. What do you think about all of this? And if you're enjoying this video, I'll need you to like, share, drop your opinion in the comment section so that you don't miss out on the latest updates. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Dear friend, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this wonderful video, I need you to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss my subsequent videos. One more thing, go to the comment section, let me know your feel about this video, and finally share this video with whoever you think might find it interesting. Once again, thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.